Hello and welcome. This is gonna be a little ranty, not ranty, but like whatever the opposite word of it is. I'm thoughts are scared at the moment. I've always said this is the disadvantage of just doing live commentary and not scripted, but either way, the second trailer for XCX Definitive Edition came out like a day ago, well, 2 days ago at this point, and yes, it's looking way more promising. Like, okay, so I was already excited for XCX DE beforehand. That my little like 30+ minute video on it should be enough to tell you on how excited I was. But then we got this trailer today. Sorry, 2 days ago. See, this is the problem. I'm so excited. Sorry, and it shows us some really exciting things. I mean, of course, it just goes through these kind of a summary of what the story of XCX is. You know, just how Earth was annihilated in 2054. Still got a few years until we see that potentially come true. And it just kind of goes through the story as a summary. So you can see I'm trying to speed up. I forget how to do it. Yeah, as in, it all just looks amazing. I'll just full screen this. As I was hoping it would be. Like, look at this, man. It's incredible. Like, it's really got the glow I think it's deserved. I said before how, in that video, how colours always looked maybe a little muted, a little, like, darker than it should do, but Definitive Edition really looks like it's gonna make the world look to truly the extent it should have been. But that's not really what I want to bring attention to, so let's talk about. We'll just let it play because it's almost there. We can unmute this now.
Anytime you need a little extra.
Yeah, it's around here. We got a new scale pilot, so I'll just try to slow it down a bit. I'm so incredibly unprofessional. This is a different type of video. It's more less edited, just more kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe like, I don't know, but let's go to 0.5 and just, I'll just mute it. Yeah, here, around here, we get a look at this like brand new looking scale, as well as this.
To be a pretty competent pilot.
Yeah, she says there how. Basically, she just explains how, like, if we ever need some extra help, just feel free to call on her. What that could mean, I'm not sure. Maybe it's like a sort of just an assistance to call in at any time if you do actually need a bit of help. Like it's sort of it reminds me of the Mario Maker meme. It's like, continue on, give up, call for Luigi. Where, like, if you're struggling in a mission, it's really, you can't seem to do whatever, you just call this, whoever this might be. But it's really interesting that they're going forward and just adding new characters to, otherwise, the base game. Whether she'll have any relevance is to be seen. But it's a really clean kind of looking scale as well. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like this helmet here, it reminds me of the of one of the groups in Astral Chain. I haven't played Astral Chain in like over half a decade, but at the time of me recording this, but like it reminds me of them. I don't know why, but like, well, I do know why, because it looks like the masks they wore. Maybe I'm like completely talking out my ass here. Maybe I'm thinking of something different, but it's an interesting connection to me. I don't think it means anything in the long run. Astral Chain is Platinum Games, obviously, and Xenoblade as well. Soft, two different companies. But it's an interesting like connection to make. You can see the scale here. It's a different design scale to the ones we actually have available to us in the game. So maybe that means we're getting more scale designs. That's really exciting. The scale designs will always when the designs of the scales you can get like multiple variants. Maybe spoilers, but it's alright. But each one, yeah. Each one costing an exorbitant amount of money. But yeah, it should be really cool to maybe see, like, when we get more scale designs. Look at how it transforms into that. Like, maybe she will have some relevance beyond just being assistants. But where it really gets interesting, we're still in slow motion here. I admit, I was trippy at this scene for a moment, because when Elma calls out for Irina and Marcus to just get out of there, I originally thought in this cutscene it was Irina and Gwyn. No, it was always Irina and Marcus. I don't know why I thought that. I just Mandela effect, I guess. Not that it really matters, but continuing on through here, we get a look at just the rest of the gangling forces, including this. Her, I don't remember her name unfortunately, but we also get a look at the ruffians, who I have in a separate tab here. I came prepared. This one here is Gaboise. Maybe I'm butchering that name. My apologies. And we saw the male one just. There, that's Gajiag. I don't remember this cutscene specifically between these two, which leads me to ask: are we actually going to get these two, like as playable characters, like recruitable characters rather? You know how like you can recruit. Names are eluding me right now, but the first one that came to mind was Hope, just like just have more characters to play as. You know, you can play as Cross, you can play as Alba, you can play as Lynn, Gwyn, Irina, but there was just other characters around you could recruit to play as that weren't necessarily part of the story. Just all had their own like little side missions. There was the Murderess too. I don't know what I remember specifically. Beyond me. But I remember a lot of people being disappointed that these two weren't playable. Me included, actually, because like if you were to look at the main cast of playable characters, you know, I'll just put it up here. Sorry, this is a mess. Great, we're going to Twitter. Sick, man. Yeah, you mostly got humans, obviously. You've got L, of course, who I don't remember what his race was. You've also got Silica. Don't remember what her race was either. But I believe they're both named to Mirror. But other than that, the rest of these characters are human characters, and so the variety was a bit kind of lacking. So hopefully we'll get like these two as playable characters, just to have a bit of variety, and they are just really cool by themselves. Like, the Ruffians are a pretty prominent race throughout the story. They've got their own part to play and such, so it was kind of weird just to have them kind of there and not really do anything else with them afterwards. You've got missions, like side missions with them afterwards, but nothing of like substance, I guess. That's maybe not the word I look for, but nothing that would yield get to play as them. They just weren't playable. But hopefully that will change in DE, which is really, really fun to think about. Because these two are really cool characters. If you've got their own scales, you can see. Like, who's that? Like, she looks cool. Like, is that? Are we maybe getting like? Can we customize our playable character Cross to be a ruffian? Like, I doubt it, considering we came from Earth and ruffians weren't on Earth. But she looks interesting. I hope she gets some decent substance. We've got the invasion in, I believe, chapter 8.
Correct!
Or chapter 6. Don't remember exactly. We'll put the volume on here.
You're right to be afraid, little girl.
You've got weird.
We need that light bulb unit, no matter what the cost.
Just keep it going.
We came here to ensure the survival of the human race. The will to live is stronger than the will to destroy, Lexar. Let's go.
Again, they could just kind of like spoil the main villain again. They did that in XCX, in the original XCX as well, where one of the titles of the song, one of the pieces of music, was just spoiled the final boss. Which, yeah, final boss. Sorry to say that, but like, I'll probably just beat that out, honestly. But you can see there's still only like 30 seconds here. This is where it gets really interesting.
People still need me. Humanity still needs me.
A new character, the guy who like walked up to Lau on the beach at the cliffhanger cutscene in the original. That's him. Who that could be, we'll have to see. Obviously, maybe it's like this universe's version of Alvis, but going forward a bit.
Skill.
You're still alive?
This Skell was always leading the way.
Okay, we got a new place to explore. Look at this place.
Where we're needed.
Like as if Mirror wasn't big enough to explore. Like we got a whole new subsection, like kind of like with Biona's Shoulder for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Admittedly, future connected isn't one of the better Xenoblade expansions. It's still good, but it's not like as on par with like Torna or especially not Future Redeemed. But we're getting that again, but with XCX. Like Monolith, come on, come on, my guys. I wonder if it will be to the same extent as Future Connected, considering like this is free, whereas Torna and Future Redeemed were paid DLC. And the only reason Future Connected was like how it was because, well, it was freely developed, like, alongside Definitive Edition, so the resources weren't quite there, I suppose. But I have faith for this one, because maybe our high-ups have actually, like, let Monolith properly cook this time, considering how successful Xenoblade continues to be. But just look at this place, man. That's really exciting to explore. And how they, this guy here, how they talk about, like, you're still alive, it implies that he was really important in, like, the... I would like to think the initial, like, the first, when Planet Earth was getting invaded, like, he was one of the main sort of, like, the one-of-one, the guy who was holding back all the enemy forces, or the Ganglion, just spoke about in Legends, you know. But okay, so with that, I go through the original story of XCX. I thought that was Alma who was doing that, because it's mentioned how spoilers. So skip to whatever time stamps on screen to skip past these if you I don't care about that, but it's mentioned in one part of the XCX story where Alba is initially the one who came to Earth to warn of the gangly invasion and provide Earth with all this technology to get out there, maybe defend themselves, as little as that ended up helping. And I kind of just thought it was her who was like the one to fight off most of the enemy forces, but to be fair, I don't think that's directly mentioned. So obviously it's this guy here, the white-haired pretty boy, who I think I just said is this universe's version of Elvis, maybe. That's gonna get interesting if we're gonna tie it into the main series, but XCX is its own canon, so I doubt they'll suddenly just circumvent that.
Still need me. Humanity still needs me.
That skill.
You're still alive?
I want to try and slow down the scale. Just mute it so it's not. Like, this looks like a kind of a hybrid scale, sort of like what would I say? It bears resemblance to maybe something built by the Ganglion, given the purple hues here and there. There's sort of like alien-like technology. Like, to be fair, the scales are alien-like technology, but it feels even more alien compared to the rest of them. There's also this really cool, like, spear weapon thing. I don't quite know. Oh, you got the guys in Rig Win, Arena. Not sure is that Cross, Alba, Lin. Forget his name, but it's in the back of my head. And Lao, like, finally the full squad reunites. We're also getting like more voice acting. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, it's an expansion. I'm supposed to expect that, but like, we get to hear more of Alba. We get to hear more of everybody else. Like, it's so cool. I'm probably the only person who would lose my mind over that, but my wife gets to be more present.
Was always leading the way.
Like, look at this place. I keep saying it, I know, but it's gonna be a weird comparison, honestly, but it kind of reminds me like something out of say like Destiny 2 or whatever. Like, just specifically like the terrain, it feels a lot more, how do I put it, I guess chaotic compared to usual mirror terrain. I wonder if this place will be sectioned off. You can see like these sort of energy barriers around the sides, saying implying it's maybe some sort of like massive glass dome. Is this
Guiding us.
obviously this like huge spire thing's gonna have some major relevance? Is this part around here? There's a few. I can't quite like catch most things. These just look like giant spears. Ooh, just more lore about Mirror. To be fair, like, what was I trying to say? I was kind of disappointed we didn't get a whole great deal of Mirror. That was kind of just left to the cliffhanger. You know, it's something about this planet, you know. So I'm really, really happy we're gonna get more lore on what Mirror actually is. Like, I hope we do anyway. Like, I don't see that something just being like ignored. Though I have heard like potentially Microsoft's next game is XCX 2, so maybe this will tie into that. Gives another cliffhanger ending. Wonderful. But this place looks fun to explore. Bit of hell to explore at the same time, but hey, I'm all for chaos.
Where we're needed.
And yeah, that's that. I just wanted to like really talk about that for a moment. Just say again how excited I am. You can tell. Like something I want to do for my channel this year is just let my excitement roll. Just like if I'm ever just like super excited about something, super happy about something, I'm gonna try and talk about it, because hey, like might as well, right? Just have as much joy, happiness in my life as possible. And yeah, I don't know what to really say from there, but like XCX DE looks like continues to look like way more promising than I initially thought, and I already had high hopes beforehand. I'm excited alone just to play XCX again, but to have like an expansion on top of that, oh, monolith stuff, you didn't have to. But, you know, I will take it anyway, very much gladly. But, Jesus Christ, man, I'm so excited. I will be there day one, frame one. Just, love this series so much.